Hi, and welcome to a video edition of the Amver Saving Lives at Sea blog. My name is Ben Strong. Today I'd like to focus a little bit on surviving the rescue. What can you, a yachtsman or another mariner, do to better prepare yourself before, during, and after a rescue? Let's start with before the rescue. All mariners, all yachtsmen, anybody that's going to be sailing on open water should have a 406 EPIRB. Make sure that you have the EPIRB properly registered, and we'll talk a little bit about that in a moment. You should also have a copy of your passport. You should have a copy of a second ID, whether it be your driver's license or some other form of ID. You should keep a copy of your shot records and a copy of a credit card, both front and back. And I would also suggest keeping a small amount of cash available, say $50, and I would have that in small denominations, $1 bills. That's how to prepare before the rescue. As I mentioned, you should have your EPIRB registered, and you can do that online on the United States 406 megahertz beacon registration database system. How to access that system will be down below in the show notes, but the website is beaconregistration.noaa.gov. Make sure that you do have that EPIRB registered in the COSPA-SARSAT system, and that registration will help provide search and rescue authorities the necessary information to really expedite the search in the event that your EPIRB is activated. Continuing with how a mariner should prepare before the rescue, make sure that you have the beacon registration updated. Make sure that you have a sail plan, and I would suggest ensuring that a relative or a friend, somebody that knows where you're going, has that sail plan, just in the event that you don't arrive someplace on time or you're delayed. Ensure that your registry contacts have pertinent vessel information. Perhaps it's satellite phone numbers or email addresses, vessel identification, and the ports of call that you plan on sailing to. In the event that you are involved in a distress during the rescue, first and foremost, remain calm. Activate your EPIRB. If you have a satellite phone, you can contact rescue authorities, or you can use it to contact folks back shoreside. Most importantly, however, remember that your EPIRB is your main primary means of notification between you when you're in distress and search and rescue authorities. Make sure that you follow search and rescue authorities' directions, whether you reach them by satellite phone or by radio, and know that once that EPIRB is activated, search and rescue authorities will know that you're in distress, and they will get resources to come and find you. People will be searching for you. But you have to have that EPIRB, and you have to have it properly registered. Don't be surprised if the vessel that comes to rescue you is a commercial ship. Part of the Amver system, or the main reason for the Amver system, is to recruit commercial ships to go rescue folks who are in distress too far out for traditional search and rescue resources, such as small boats, cutters, and helicopters. So again, during the rescue, remain calm. Know that it's a commercial ship that may be coming to rescue you. If you are brought aboard a commercial ship, know that the rescue authorities may contact the vessel's next port of call on your behalf. And part of that is for customs reasons and for immigration, because you weren't on the manifest of the ship that rescued you before they left their last port. So notifications will be made on your behalf to the rescuing ship's next port of call. The rescue authorities may also contact your next of kin, or the crew may allow you to make a satellite phone call to your relatives or other folks at home. And you should immediately take inventory of your documents. Remember, you had your copies of your passport and your identification. You should have all that in some type of watertight bag that you can take with you. After the rescue, know that the U.S. State Department can assist you in getting new documents, and that process is made much easier if you have copies of your shot records and your primary and secondary ID, copies of your passport. The State Department can also help in contacting your next of kin, your family or friends back here in the United States. The State Department will assist you in arranging for lodging and airfare, but understand that lodging and repatriation costs are not paid by the State Department or the United States government. They're going to be your responsibility as the survivor. Finally, know that you will not necessarily be taken to the closest port of call, but the Amver ship, if it's a commercial ship that does rescue you, will take you to its next port of call, or may make other arrangements based on the complexity of the search and rescue case, the medical condition that you may be in or other survivors are in. But understand that you may very well end up at a foreign port of call, and again, that's why the State Department will assist in your repatriation efforts. I think if you follow this advice, that you have your documents, that you have a small amount of cash, that you keep things in a in some kind of watertight zip top bag, you'll find that the rescue and repatriation process will be as smooth as possible.